Aloha, my name is Dr. Nick with Island Holistic Healing. The title of today's video is How to Improve Digestion Naturally and Instantly Eliminate Abdominal Pain. Okay, so number one, how to improve digestion naturally. Okay, if anyone convinces you that it's anything other than resting your digestion, I wouldn't listen to them. Okay, that's the number one way. The best way to improve digestion naturally, you need to give your digestive system a rest. Okay? Now, when you don't have time to give this system a rest and you having some very acute abdominal pain, and you want to know how to eliminate that abdominal pain naturally without needing any other drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, painkillers, I'm going to show you a 3-step method that I promise you will help to relieve the pressure of abdominal pain. Okay? We have 2 most common areas of abdominal pain. Okay? We've got the lower right quadrant where the ileocecal valve gets backed up, where the small intestine empties into the large intestine. Okay? And we have the lower left quadrant, which empties into the colon, which goes then from the colon to the rectum to the anus. Okay? So in the lower left quadrant, you have a condition known as diverticulosis, which is pockets that often develop in the large intestine where debris gets stuck. Okay, and if that debris gets infected, that's going to be known as diverticulitis. Okay, so that infection then can lead to a lot of inflammation and pain and discomfort. Okay, you're also going to have pressure in the across the spectrum of the lower colon, the lower large intestine area, and oftentimes that pressure that builds up in here can be due to a number of factors such as stress, anxiety, etc., etc. It can also be due to just the overall buildup and backup and overworking of the digestive apparatus. Okay, so to eliminate this excess pressure, okay, we also want to mention that females oftentimes will experience increased pressure every month during their period. Okay, so these are some reasons why you might get to this point whereby you can make use of these very, very, very good therapies. Okay, first is going to be activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is an absorbing agent. Okay, it's often used in many countries as an over-the-counter treatment for digestion issues such as indigestion, flatulence, diarrhea, etc. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use activated charcoal by using 1 tablespoon of activated charcoal. Here's our activated charcoal. Activated charcoal from coconut shells is my preferred charcoal powder. Okay, and we're going to take 1 tablespoon to 4 ounces of distilled water in a sealed lid. Okay, so that when we put the porous substance of activated charcoal into a jar, then we put the distilled water and we can shake it a little bit so that it's easy to take. Okay, we just took this And then from there, the second part is going to be EDTA, ethylene diamine tetracetic acid, an amino acid that binds and eliminates hard minerals that build up in the body, okay? So when we get a lot of hardening backup, that leads to things getting harder, okay? Such as hardening around the ileocecal valve, or the ileocecal valve even hardening itself. And where infection, material, and debris builds up, it's going to get harder. You know, this is also good for the stones that build up, okay? The gallstones, the kidney stones, etc., etc. So the EDTA is going to bind all that material and help it to eliminate, okay? We're going to teach you how to take it in the oral form, okay? In the oral form, we're going to take 1/4 teaspoon of the EDTA powder, and we're going to use hot water that we warm up in the electric hot water kettle, and we're going to pour 4 ounces of distilled hot water, and we're going to then dissolve that EDTA into the 4 ounces of water. And then when the water has cooled down, we're going to drink that. Okay, so we're going to take it orally. We're going to take it in a 32-ounce solution for an enema. Okay, we're going to use a non-toxic enema bag. This one is my favorite. It's a silicone non-toxic enema bag. You can put 64 ounces in here. And again, we're taking 1 tablespoon, okay, of the powder to 32 ounces of distilled water. We're going to put in about that much, 4 ounces of the hot water. And we dissolved it, okay, before we added more water, okay? It's important to dissolve that powder. Now you don't even see it. It's very clear solution. In our previous video that we did, we dissolved the EDTA into 4 ounces of hot water, and then we add regular temperature water to it. The reason for that is if it's not dissolved properly, it can back up and clog up the enema bag, and the flow won't empty into your rectum. Okay. Now the next category of therapy is going to be the castor oil. Castor oil comes from the castor bean. It's a natural laxative. It's been used for centuries as a laxative. It's very moisturizing and lubricating. It's the best lubricant for enemas. It's not the only lubricant for enemas, but it's the best lubricant for enemas. It's the best lubricant for eyes, ears, skin, hair. Best lubricant for sex, especially anal sex, which requires the best lubrication you can get. Now, depending on how severe your abdominal pain is, you want to take 1 to 3 tablespoons of organic castor oil first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and you're going to wait 2 to 4 hours for the best elimination of your life. Okay, so in summary, we're starting with 1 tablespoon to 4 ounces of distilled water. Number 2, we're doing 1/4 teaspoon to 4 ounces of dissolved in warm water oral EDTA. Enema EDTA, 1 tablespoon of EDTA to 32 ounces of water. And the third therapy is going to be the castor oil. The following morning, first thing in the morning, 1 to 3 tablespoons of castor oil on an empty stomach. Wait 2 to 4 hours. Do not stray far from your toilet until you've had the best elimination of your life. thank you for watching. We did not get a chance to show you the EDTA eye drop. We'll do that in another video when we go over eye care therapies. Like and subscribe to my channel. You're going to be getting the best content and education for how to care for your body with never needing the advice of a medical doctor. I'm going to give you all the information you need so that you can learn how to care for your own body and be your own doctor. That's what this channel is about, is teaching you how to be your own doctor. And if you would like to reach me, go to my website, islandholistichealing.com. If you want to email me, drnick@islandholistichealing.com. Aloha. What are we at?